I want to share some raw thoughts regarding what I observed yesterday at Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga's funeral. One of the things that I took note of was the instruction to Professor Anyang' Nyong'o regarding writing an article on tribalism and presenting it to ODM. What was going on in the mind of the late Raila Odinga when he gave that instruction to Professor Anyang' Nyong'o? And how does that affect the future of ODM? Obviously, one of the things that was also notable was the fact that ODM party members were trying to sort out their matters in this funeral, which I believe should have been sorted out in a separate gathering, because it seems like there is division or disagreement or lack of consensus on the way forward. There is something that's missing there. It came across through the different speeches of the different people. On one hand, Sifuna was saying that ODM should listen to the ground. On the other hand, somebody was endorsing Dr. Oburu Odinga as as the acting chair. There is rumors that even Gladys Wanga wants to lead. So I'm not sure what's going on, but are they going to remain in the broad-based government? Are they going now to go to opposition? And what missed in this whole occasion was devolution in the barrio, because it was like the barrio of the elite. The common people were not visible, and we could not hear how they are responding to the different things that were happening. And because the late Honorable Raila Odinga was a man of the people, they ought to have been maybe a field where the common mwananchi was seen, so that we see how they were responding, because this was their man. It is the people that made Raila great, as much as Raila also fought for the rights of the common people. So there was a missing thing there, because I believe that the late Honorable Raila Odinga represented the interests of the people in government. James Orengo, one of the supporters of Raila, spoke and mentioned on the formation of Orange Democratic Party. It was not formed as a result of tribalism. It was formed as a result of policy, in the sense that it was a fight for the new 2010 constitution. And so I'm mentioning the issue of Anyang' Nyong'o, bringing the issue of James Orengo, bringing the issue of Sifuna, and saying that the funeral ought to have reflected the evolution. The other part that I also noted was the Winnie Odinga called the traditional spiritual leader to invoke spirits. And but I never, and she said, Joey. But on the other hand, I wondered, because I know the late Prime Minister's wife, Ida Odinga, is a leader of the Anglican. She stuck to her lane, did not include the traditional, and yet it seems to me that Raila Odinga was not only an Anglican, but he was a traditional man. So the traditional aspect also did not reflect. Another thing that failed to reflect was the fact that Mother Karua, who was the running mate, was not given an opportunity to say some remarks. And their journey together as forerunners of Azimio ought to have qualified her as one of the people that spoke. Another person that was ignored was Babu Owino. And looking at Kasarani, from where I'm sitting here in diaspora, people were shouting Babu, Babu, Babu. But in all the speeches, they all ignored the issue of Babu Owino. So I'm just mentioning all these observations because I would want to hear what your thoughts are regarding this matter. And please share your thoughts below. God bless you. Simon Karaoke coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. Bye-bye.